Okay, welcome back. We're going to continue on with our exploration mission, the bridge. And when we stopped last time, we had just hit phase 12. And as soon as you hit the phase hand hits 12, we switch the cycle hand or cycle dial to 4 on the momentum dial. So we are now at 4. And when we get to cycle 5, phase 4, we are going to have a spawn. And then remember, the whole mission has to be completed by cycle 6, phase 8, or we lose. So we got to get that remote. We've already checked 2 loot tokens and we didn't get lucky with it. So hopefully we'll grab that thing. So let's get going. Okay, we're going to start with let's start with the kid. And again, he's got 4 rapidity. And let's take a quick look at him here. So 4 rapidity, and he's already engaged with Ulysses, and he's going to be using his hot hug, which is 3 AP, so that'll be the only thing he can do, range 1, and he's going to damage on the explosion symbol, and he will set him on fire. And I think I forgot to do that, completely forgot to do that last video, so we'll make sure and we'll include that this time. So, oops, actually he's got... that damage token should not be on there. Okay, so here we go. He's going to have, again, Ulysses has 4 physical and 1 from his turtle armor, so he's going to have 5. We need explosion symbol. And we got it. We got the explosion symbol. So he did not damage him, so he's not on fire. So that was his turn. And so we'll go ahead and actually we'll just go ahead and move him because he's the only kid on the board. So we'll move him 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's at phase 4 now. And now we're going to go with the frag spriggan. And the frag spriggan, actually we'll go to this camera. So our frag spriggan again, he's got bullet storm. It's only 2 AP and he's in range of Ulysses. So he'll attack him. He can attack him twice. And again, Ulysses got to roll defense and he's got an explosion. He does have the malfunction. He's not in the blue sector, so that would apply, but there's nobody adjacent to him, so it's not going to do anything whether he does it or not. So we'll go ahead and we will again roll Ulysses 5 defense. And we're looking for that same thing for explosion symbol. And we got 2 explosion symbols right there. So we're going to be good there. We're not going to have to worry about taking any damage, but he does get to attack again, so he will do the same thing. Same defense. And there we go. We got the explosion and we got a bullet, but it's not going to matter because there's nobody adjacent. So that attack failed. That's pretty good. So we're going to move this frag spriggan 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to advance the momentum clock to phase 1. Nothing. Phase 2. So now we've got the Hunter, Jukas, and Ulysses. And the Hunter and Jukas are 5, so the Hunter is going to go first. So, as you can see, the Hunter's already engaged with Jukas, and he's just going to go ahead and attack him. Same thing, he's got, take a quick look at him here. Okay, here you can see the Hunter card. And his attack is 3 AP. He's not going to move, but that's going to be all his AP for that one attack that he'll be able to do. So 3 AP, range 1, he damages on 2 fists and a bleed symbol or blood symbol. If he hits, he bleeds. The Hunter is not starting on a green sector, so he will not heal any of his damage, which he has 3. And let's see what happens here. So he's attacking Jukas, has 3 physical and 1 defense, so he's going to from his armor. And see what he gets here. We're looking for 2 fists and a blood symbol. And we got the blood symbol. Now he does have a reroll, so I think we're going to go ahead and he's got the reroll here. Yeah, you can see what it is there. So we'll go ahead and reroll one because all we need to do is get another fist, and we didn't. So he did block 2 of the damage. So we're going to be able to just take 1, and he's already got 1 damage, so he's got another wound. So he is done because like I said, the hunter has 5 rapidity. That was a 3 AP attack. He's not going to use the 2 to move, and he can't do another attack. So he will move his 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's now going to be Yukas's turn, and he's got 2 damage, but he also has, more importantly, he's got 2 Oblivion tokens. So at the beginning of his turn, during the token phase, he has to roll dice equal to his mind, and he's got a 4 mind, and he's trying to get push symbols, which is the arrow symbol, and he needs to get equal to or greater than the number of Oblivious tokens I have. So I got to get 4. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my purple power cell. So if you look here, his purple power cell gives him +1 mind. So I'm going to do that. That gives him 5 mind. And I'm looking for push symbols. Here we go. Ooh, we just did it. We got 2. So that's great because we did not want to have to draw an Oblivion card because those can do bad things. So he's good. He got rid of those. So actually because of that, I think he's going to go ahead and be brave, and he's going to spend 3 of his AP again to do Energy Lash out of his 5. And that is a range of 1 to 4, damage 3, and I need a mind and push symbol to succeed. So again, he's going to roll 4 mind dice. And actually, I got to move him because he's his 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to roll the dice. And he got a mind and multiple push symbols. So he definitely succeeded on that. So he's going to do 3 AP. Again, the hunter has no mind value. He's 0, so he has no way to defend against it. But we're going to take 2 Oblivion tokens again. And that means the hunter is removed from the game. No longer have a hunter. Because he wounded him and he took him out, he's going to actually get 2 threat. So we're going to move that up. 2, 3, 4. So he's at 4 threat now. He's got the highest threat of anybody. And he drops a token. So we got that down there. Now, one other thing a hero can do, and haven't really had a reason to do it, but it's called meditation. And a Sinus can meditate to remove all its Oblivion tokens, but it's 3 AP. So he only has 2 AP left. Now he can move, and if he's adjacent, he's not actually adjacent to that token, but what I'll have him do, he'll move 1 AP. So we'll move 1 here, and then I'll have him interact with the loot token there, and we'll see what it is. And we'll flip it over, and it's just blue. So we're going to draw a resource card, and we get, oh good, another purple energy cell, so he can replace the one you just used. Awesome. Okay, so that's 5. Yep, he's moved his 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5. So he is done. So now we are going to move to, and actually we're going to remove the hunter token because he is gone. And we're going to go to Ulysses. And I got to get rid of that kid. So and he's so hard to hit though. That's the problem. Maybe I'll try to take out the Frag Spriggan instead and just go after him, and then we'll let maybe let somebody else try to get that. I'm just not hitting him with the dodge and stuff. So I guess it's going to be hard for anybody, right? Well, we'll just go ahead and do the Cyclopic Punch. That way you can do it twice because it's 2 AP. I'm not going to focus. I'm not going to worry about that with this helmet. Oh, and I forgot to do something again. Yukis did have he used that for his defense, so he would have got a reroll. And he is within 3 spaces of everybody again, but she's already got one. Ulysses would get one back. So that's why I want to make sure, because he does have that reroll token. So we're going to go ahead and he's going to do Cyclopic Punch, which is physical, which is 4. And then he gets an attack bonus of 2, so that's 6. And it's going to be 2 AP, 1, 2. So we'll see what we get here. We're looking for the fist symbol. And boy, we did good that time. We got 1, 2, 3. And then no Frag Spriggan. He actually does not have any kind of defense or dodge or anything, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, wait. I'm attacking the kid. What am I looking at? So the kid does have immunity to the shields, but I don't have to re-roll any of the fists, but I do have to re-roll one of the successes due to dodge. And that's going to miss. So I got 2. The kid does not have any defense. Now remember, he has 3 health. So it's going to be 2 damage. And then we're going to attack again. It's going to be the same thing. 6. Oh boy, that's not good at all. We literally, you know what, I'm going to use the reroll to reroll one of these dice. Nope, and then I got to reroll the success. Still got the fist. That'll be enough to take him out. Thank goodness. So he's going to drop a token, but we can't interact with it because he spent all 4 of his AP. Okay, so at least we got rid of that kid. So now we can actually remove that. Frag Spriggan's still going. We're going to get rid of the kid token because we're not going to need that. And let us go. So we advanced the momentum track. We're now in phase 3. And we're going to have the Mao Reaper and Ahab and Alexandra, and rapidity is tied between the Reaper and Ahab, so the Reaper goes first. So the Reaper's already in range with this tornado. And remember, he can attack anybody up to 2 people in range of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count it this way too. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not going to be able to attack. He's in range, but he doesn't have line of sight to Ulysses. So these 2 are going to be within 1 to 4 and line of sight, or vision, or line of sight. Wrong game. That's Arena, the contest. Been playing that one a lot too. Good game. So he will attack, and we'll start with Ahab's defense because again, we're just trying to stop the damage. And if he succeeds, he'll do nail down. Let's take a look at the card real quick. So as you can see, rapidity 6, and he's going to be shooting the tornado. It's a 3 AP, range 1 to 4, 2 bullets for damage, and it does nail down, and he hits all heroes within range. And that hit and run as well, but he's already locked in there, so he's not going to move. So Ahab is going to be rolling 5 dice, 3 physical, and then 2 for his Myrmidon armor. So we'll roll him first. And we're looking for bullets. And we got 2 bullets right there. And that's what we need. So he missed. And now he's going to shoot at the Alexandra. And actually, oops, sorry, she only rolls 4 dice, so I'm going to re-roll that because that's not fair. So she'll roll 4 dice, and that's a little bit fair. So she got 1, but she's going to re-roll one of those. So she got 1 bullet and 2 bullets. So with that re-roll, thank goodness, she stopped the attack, so no damage there. And unfortunately, he gets to do it again because it's 3 AP for the attack. He has 6 rapidity. So we'll go ahead and start with Ahab again. And again, we got the 2 bullets there, so we're good there. And then we will have 4 dice, and we're going to go for Alexandra. And this time we only got the 1 bullet. So, yeah, that means she's going to take a damage. She has already got 2, so we're going to flip that to the 3 sides. She has 3 damage. Somebody's going to need to start healing here. Okay, so that's the Mauer Reaper. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to do Ahab. And this is where hopefully Ahab can just take this guy out. So, tempted to go ahead and do his chain reaction. And again, you can look at that closer here. So, for 4 AP, he can actually do Blade Shot, because it's a range 1 to 4, and Blade Slash, which is a range 1 melee. So he can do both attacks, which normally separately would be 6, but he can do them for 4, and then he has 2 left. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's a chained attack is what they call that. So we'll start with the Blade Shot. Again, it's ATB 1, and he has 3 precision, so it's going to be 4 dice. And he's trying to get bullets here. And he only got 1 bullet, but he has no defense, so that's going to be a damage. He's already got 1 damage, so that's 2. Oops. Let's get another one here. And one thing I forgot to do, Alexandra, on the last turn, is going to be nailed down. So I'm going to put this on her card, and then we'll talk about that when I get done with this activation. So this is the nailed down token. And we'll put that on her card, and then we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so he hit there, and now he's going to do his Blade Slash, which actually is a little better because it's physical 3, but he does 2 ATB for this, so he's going to do it. He could have done this attack twice, but had a little more dice to roll, but I wanted to show you the chain attack. And this one's going to be, we're looking for fists. So we got 1, 2 fists, and that's going to be enough. Let's see, he's 5 health. So that's going to make him at 4. So we'll flip that. I'll put this off to the side. I don't know if you can see that there. So he's got 4 now. So he's still going. I've got 2 AP left. Nothing really I want him to do. So he's we'll just stay there. So oops, and I should have moved his token so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are done with him. And now we're going to do Alexandra. So before we move on, Alexandra's been pinned down. And what pinned down is, nailed down, excuse me. A model with this token cannot perform any movement actions during their next activation, but can nonetheless attack or defend. Discard this token at the end of the model's activation. So she will be able to activate, she just can't move, and unfortunately that's kind of what I wanted her to do. But I think what I'm going to do, I think we're going to go ahead and just attack that Mauer Reaper and see if we can take that out. So she's going to do her, let's see. Yeah, she'll do her double pistols. She might actually try to heal here a little bit too. But let's do her double pistols first. So it's 3 AP. So we'll move her 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, it's attack bonus 1, and she gets precision of 3, so that's 4 dice. And she's trying to get bullets, but if she gets brains or mind symbols, then she can re-roll. So there's a bullet, and she got 1 mind. We'll re-roll that. Oops. Mind again, and nothing. So she got 2 bullets. Again, he has no defense. So that's going to be enough to take him out. So she damaged him. Oops, and I forgot something else. When Ahab damaged him, he would have moved up to 3. And she's going to actually move up 1 for the damage and 1 for taking him out. So she's going to move up to 3. And on the threat dial, got to remember to do that. And we're going to drop a loot token right there. Now she can't move because she's pinned down, so she's going to go ahead and end her activation, which gets rid of this, or nailed down, gets rid of that token. And so, yep, we got to move the dial. We're going to move it to phase 4. And now we're going to have the frag spriggan go again. You know, I should have tried to heal on that, but that's okay. I didn't do it, so we'll just move beyond it. So the frag spriggan's going to go, and he is going to, we'll flip this over, so he's the only one left, and he is going to attack. Ulysses again, and again it's 2 AP, so he's going to be able to attack twice. He's looking for explosions to block. And he has 5 defense, 4 physical, 1 with his armor. So we got 2 of the explosion symbols, so that's going to be enough to stop the damage. And the same attack from this frag spriggan. And we got 2 more explosion symbols. So no damage from the frag spriggan. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to move the dial to phase 6. And now we're going to have Ulysses and Alexandra go. And I'm going to have Alexandra go first because she can interact with that. Although I could have Ulysses go because he's right there, and then she could move over there. I'll have Ulysses go. He will spend... Let's have Ulysses attack first. Try to get rid of this frag spriggan. He's got 3 health, and we need to get rid of him first. So he's going to attack 1, 2 with his Hydra GX47. He's going to be using his left arm. It's range 2 to 6. He damages on a bullet and a blast. So you can do up to 2 damage with that one, and he can do it twice. And attack bonus 1, precision is 3, so it's going to be 4 dice. So let's see. We got 2 possible things to give us damage here. Wow, got lots of bullets. So again, he gets bullets and blasts do damage. I got 4 bullets. The frag spriggan has no armor, and he's got 3 health with the effect card, the powered brood. So those 3 bullets are going to be enough to do damage. So that's 4 damage basically. That's enough to take him out. So that was just 2 AP. So he is gone. He's going to drop the last piece of loot. And I think he's still got the 2 AP. I'm going to go ahead and have him pick up the loot adjacent to him. So that's going to be 1 AP. Get these off the board. And so he'll pick this one up. See what we get here. Pink, red one. So he's got the remote. Awesome. Okay, and then his last AP, he's going to go to phase 10. I'm going to have him start heading this way. Well, we just got the bridge data pad, so we need to flip the bridge. As soon as we get that pad, the bridge flips and is now open. So we will flip this over so we now can access the other mat board. So that's awesome. So we just need to get over to those spawn points right over there and take those out. But first, I think I'm going to try to get at least one more resource. It's Alexandra's turn. So why don't we go ahead and see what we can do, or what we can get from that resource over there. So she's going to move, and we will move. Let's see, we can go through our own figure. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will move 4. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4 on the dial. And then we are going to move her 4. So we will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, it's a free action for her to pick up items. So it's still only 4 AP. She has 1 left, but she's not going to use it. Again, it's just a blue token. And here, I'll show it again here. A blue token. Okay, and we'll see what resource she gets. And she gets a med pack. I can read that. There we go. Again, it's basically like her medic ability, or first aid ability. 1 AP, although it's 2 AP for her, and she rolls 5 dice, and on blood she gets to heal. So that's not a bad thing. So hopefully, and also she would be 1 more up on her Perillium, on her threat dial. We'll change that. Whenever you heal somebody a wound, you go up as well. And she healed earlier in the game. She healed Jukas for 1 wound. So I'm gonna bump her up 1 on the threat dial. Okay, so she's done moving. Oops, and actually I think I already moved the dial over to the next phase by accident, but we would now be on phase 7. So that would be Jukas and Ahab. And again, we have no enemies on the board, and the spawn point doesn't happen until, and actually this should be on 4. I keep bumping that when I move it. So we're on cycle 4, phase 7, and we don't even have the spawn until 5, or the alert as they call it, cycle 5, phase 4. So we should be able to get over there and hopefully destroy those spawn points. So, and once we do that, we win. So I think we can do it. So let's get moving. So we're going to do Ahab first. And again, he has 6 AP, so he can move quite a ways. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on the momentum track, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he is done. And now Jukas will go, and he will move his maximum, which is 5. Now, actually, I just thought about, he has to roll to see whether or not something bad happens. So let's go ahead, and we're going to spend that purple cell. So here's our little purple cell, which will give us an extra mind right there. And so we're going to spend that. He has 4 mind, 5 mind, and again, we're looking for push symbols. Otherwise, those Oblivion tokens are going to pop, and we're going to have to draw a card. So we need at least 2 push symbols. It is the beginning of his turn. He still has the reroll on his helmet, so he does have a reroll. I got to remember to give rerolls to, basically it's just going to be Ulysses going to get a reroll token. Thank goodness we got 3 push tokens, so we're good. All right, so we're going to get rid of those Oblivion tokens. We're going to give a reroll to Ulysses, and we're going to get rid of these engaged tokens because they are no longer engaged. So he's going to move his full movement, which is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're crossing the bridge. And then we're going to move. This is where it's going to start moving quickly. So phase 8, phase 9, phase 10. So now we have Alexandra and we have Ulysses to go. So Alexandra's going to go first. Now she is wounded. In case something happens, I want to make sure she can heal. So I'm going to go ahead and she's going to use her med kit. Again, that's the med kit. And she's going to try to heal. So she's going to roll 5 dice. She needs blood. And, oh, good. We got 3. If you can see, there's 1, 2, 3. So that's full heal on her. So that's good. And that was 1 AP to do that. So we'll move her 1. And then she's going to go ahead and move the 4 up the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she is done. And now Ulysses will go, and he is just going to go ahead and move. I should get that resource, but I want to make sure we take out these spawn points. So he's going to move his 4. He only moves 4. And again, you'd move him on the dial, but 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to move him on the bridge. Hopefully there's not a weight limit. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to move to 11. We're getting real close to that spawn. So we might be able to take out 1 before it's all said and done. Okay, so we're back to Alexandra. Again, cycle 4, phase 11. We're getting ready to go to cycle 5 here. Each of the spawn points, unless otherwise noted in a mission, they have 10 health each. So we got to do a lot of damage to get rid of them. So we'll see what we can do here. All right, so Alexandra's going to go. I don't think she's going to be able to get close enough to get a shot off. So we'll have her move. She's going to move her full movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to have her go on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she's not going to be able to shoot. So she's done. All right, so next we're going to go with, as we cycle, here's phase 12. So now we're going to make this cycle 5. And Yukis is going to go. And he'll move his 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we will go to phase 1. So we're getting real close here. And now Ahab. Now Ahab should be able to get an attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could. The problem is with his charge, which he has the charge ability, he can move up to 4 squares, then he has to perform a basic attack. So he could do blade shot because he would be in range. So let's just do that. So he'll do charge, which is going to be, charge is 5 AP. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he can do a basic attack. So he can do one of his basic weapon attacks. Although, you know what? Yeah, and that'll be blade shot. So we need bullets. Again, he's got 3 precision. He gets 1 ATB on the attack bonus on the blade shot. So he's got 4 dice he's rolling. We need bullets. Oh, you know what? And I forgot when Yukis went, he would have given rerolls to everybody but, actually, everybody but, or Ulysses, but he has one, so never mind. All right, 2 bullets. So he did 2 damage on that spawn point. And as you can see, it's not going to take, it's going to take a while to get rid of these things. It's not going to be easy. He's got 1 action point. I'm going to go ahead and use the last one to move forward 1 spot. so he can get his combo attack in. Okay, so we move to phase 2. Cycle 5, phase 2, we're getting there. Ulysses goes. Let's get him up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, we're going to be popping here because it's going to go to phase 3 and phase 4. So as soon as we hit phase 4, we spawn. So alert, alert, alert. So we're going to, in this case, again, it's enemies. It's both elite and troop. So all from the same deck. And this is where I'm going to shuffle them here. This is where the horde ability would come in. So if we get anything with horde, there are going to be multiple enemies coming in. Okay, so we got them shuffled. We'll go with the spawn point near Ahab and Suicide Kid. And then that gets shuffled back in. So again, the Suicide Kids, which are here. Our Suicide Kids have Horde 2. So we're going to have 2 of those come in. And we got them right here. So when they come in, they try to spawn adjacent to, or as closely adjacent to a spawn point as they can. You can be on top of a spawn point as well. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to move these off the board. And those will represent that. So we'll have one here. And we'll have to put one there. So both those guys pop out. And then we'll shuffle the cards back up. Okay, got them shuffled there, and we will flip, and we have a kid. So kids have the same thing. They have Horde 2. So we're going to basically have a bunch of these kids pop out, and we'll have one here. And again, they can't, I got to get one out of the box here. They can't pop out where the bush is. So because the bush is considered light cover, rough terrain. So it costs 2 to move through it, but you can't, so it's you can't end your movement in it. So we'll put one on top of the spawn point. So they have spawned, and when they spawn, they come in the phase that they spawn. So we're going to put both these tokens in, so they're in phase 4. Fortunately, they are rapidity 4, and Alexandra has 5, so she's going to get to go first. So I think she's just going to, now we got to start worrying about these guys instead of the target, and that's not a good thing. So we're going to go ahead and shoot. The event stayed in play. That did not go away, so they do have that 1 extra health. So we're going to go ahead, and we are going to attack the suicide, or the kid that's in front of her. And again, they have dodge and immunity to the shield symbol. But so her precision is 3. She has attack bonus of 1, so she gets to roll 4 dice. And you do remember that she gets to re-roll on the mind symbol. So let's see what happens here. So, holy crap, she got 3 bullets. Unfortunately, those 2 are going to be negated. She does get a re-roll. So she gets another re-roll. And again, that's negated. See, they're so hard to shoot. All 3 of those bullets are going to be negated because the kid has immunity to the shield symbol. But this one does go through. But he has dodge. So I have to re-roll. And I missed. So they're so hard to hit. The shield symbol, as you can see, is on the side with the bullet. And I think there's one other side with the shield too. Maybe not. Maybe there's just the one. So I think the blast kind of teams up with the the fist and the shield teams up with the bullet. And so you got to try to think, you know, if you're going to attack something that has immunity to the shield symbol, you're probably better off going with a fist attack, and vice versa. If you got something that's got immunity to the blast symbol, you're better off going with a bullet or explosion symbol. So unfortunately, that's going to be 3 of her AP. 1, 2, 3. She does have 2 left. I'm going to go ahead and try to heal Yukas because he's got 2 damage. Let's just go. She'll spend her last 2. 1, 2. And try to heal him. She's going to use her first aid, which is 2 AP. Hopefully she'll get some blood tokens or symbols. And for some reason, she keeps getting 1 when it comes to the heal. So she did heal him. So he's got 1 point back. Okay. So now we're going to go with the kids and the suicide kids. We'll start with the kids since they're the closest to us. And they will, see, she's got a 4. Yukas and her both have the highest threat value, and they're close. So, but for that one, actually, it would be closer to go to Ahab. And in most cases, they do give you a nice little, find it here. In the book, there's a nice little chart that shows you kind of the AI of the enemy. And if I can find it. Okay, so I'll show you this real quick. This is really, can be really helpful in the game. So basically it just kind of shows you the enemy's AI and what they'll do. So do you have a specific objective? They do not. They're just supposed to attack the enemy. So are the heroes within? Yes, they are. They have a large control area, so they're definitely within their control area. Then you choose the, if they are, you always choose the hero with the highest threat value. If they're not, you choose the closest. So since they are in the control area, they're going to go after Alexandra because she's the closest, highest threat value, and then happens to be the closest. So again, they're runners, so it only costs 1 AP. They get to move 2 squares. So that's 1 AP, 2 AP. Their hot hug is 3 AP. They can't attack, but they can spend 1 AP more that they have left to engage. So she is now engaged with that kid. And same thing with this one. He's going to go, even whether he goes to the bush, but he could go 1, 2, that's 1 AP, 3, 4, that is 2 AP, and then go 5, 6, that's 3 AP, and then he's now engaged with her as well, but he cannot attack. So she's engaged with both of those. Neither one can attack because they've used all their AP. So basically, we'll move the kid here, or the kid, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm sorry, they're all, that's a frag spriggan. So that's, that one marker represents all of them, so it will not move. This will not move until they've all gone. So next we've got suicides, and they're already in base-to-base contact. They're already engaged with, so we'll put an engaged token on Ahab, but they are now engaged with him, and they will attack. So again, they're going to use, they have melee attack, the exploding fist. They are not in a red zone, so their self-control is not going to keep them from blowing up. So they do have the suicidal tendencies, but they do stun. So again, its damage is 3 mine, so we got to get 3 mine to stop them. And this, they have, it's going to use all their AP. So he's got 3 physical, 2 for his Myrmidon armor, so 5 dice. Here we go. And as you can see, he did not get 1 mind. So he is damaged. The Suicide Kids is going to blow up, but he's going to take 3 damage. That's a big hit. Boom. So, but whenever he damages somebody because of the suicidal tendencies, he blows up. So he is gone. And now we do it again. Same thing, 5. He could be knocked out right here. This could be it for him. Well, I got 1 brain. And that's it. And he has no rerolls. So got 1 brain. That's going to keep him, but that's going to give him 2 more damage, which is going to give him 5. So he is knocked out. He will blow up. So he's gone from the suicidal tendencies. He's knocked out. We're going to take his token and we're going to pull it off and set it beside the momentum track where he was taken out. So he's out. The kids are all done. So they're going to move their 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to advance the track. And when you're knocked out, there's a process to it. So basically, again, he got knocked out. He gets the card. You take your character, you put him on the side, your hero, and you put him on the momentum sector where they were found, where they were knocked out. And then if the face hand goes all the way around and goes to where they were again, you draw a serious wound card. And that's what these are. So that's a serious wound card. So if he gets, if that track goes all the way around and then hits that same phase, which would be phase 7, he will take a serious wound. And there are things like, for example, this one is sick blood. So each time the hero receives a wound, assign him, her a bleed token. So that's not good. So that'll happen if it goes around. So basically a knocked out hero cannot be targeted by enemies. An out of combat hero decreases his threat value on the Perilium by 2, loses all negative status except a living token and a serious wounds. And then he can get back in the game if they have at least 1 wound healed. And then he gets back up and then he's back in the fight. So, and a square with the knocked out hero can be crossed by other models, but it is not possible to stop on it. So his threat value will go down by 2, so he's now going to be at a 1. But he is knocked out, and not considered engaged. So hopefully we can get him healed up and get him back in the fight because he's pretty strong. Okay, so next we have, again, Yukas, and he's already right there. I think, I'm tempted because he's got reach 2. He can reach without moving. He can attack. Problem is the kids have 3 health. And he actually has mind defense, so he's better off doing a physical attack and trying to get a lot of fists. So we're going to do that. He's going to use his energy scourged slash attack. It is considered a mind attack if we get 2 mind, but then he'll actually have defense against that, so we kind of don't want that. Does have a reroll. He will give Ulysses and Alexander reroll tokens. With that, he's already got one, so he won't get another one. So we'll go ahead and he will attack. 3 physical, plus he gets 2 attack for the weapon. And my goodness. So no fists, and we got 2 brains. So I'm going to go ahead and use the reroll. And we will reroll one of these. And nothing. So we literally got nothing on that attack. No damage whatsoever. And that stinks. And that costs 3. So I forgot to move them. 1, 2, 3. And he can't really do anything else for 2 AP. He can move. He's not considered engaged. But I think I'm just going to keep him there. That way he can go again. As long as he moves into a sector or passes a sector with an enemy, he doesn't have to keep moving. Okay. So he is done. Now it is Ulysses. And I think I'm going to have him focus on the destroying those that spawn point there. You can't heal Ahab, unfortunately. So his weapons have a 6 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's actually can attack that. No problem. And if he goes from the center of that little hash mark to the center of that, it does actually kind of cross through that bush. So that's going to give it light cover, which means I got to re-roll one of my successes. Or it's going to give it cover, which and I can actually destroy the bush, but he does have an area effect weapon. But we got better chance to hit with the left arm of his Hydra. So it's 2 AP, so he can actually do it twice. So we're going to move him 2, and then he's going to attack. 1 attack bonus, 3 positions, so it's 4 dice, and we're looking for explosions or bullets. Oh my goodness. Not rolling very good. Does have that reroll. I will reroll one of them. So we got 2 bullets, spend the reroll. So that's 2 more damage to the, so that's going to make that 4. And again, they take 10. I'm going to go ahead and attack again for 2 more. Sorry about the dogs. And they get a little excited when the wife gets home. So that's 2 more damage. Oh boy. And I think they were getting tortured up there, and they're not. They just crazy excited dogs. So we'll flip that over. So now that has 6 damage. He's done. Now this clock is going to go boonk and boonk. And unfortunately, since it passes, or it's going to pass his thing, he's going to take a serious wound. So let me shuffle these up. Okay. And I got sick blood. So it's the one that we saw. So every time he takes a wound, I'm going to get a bleed token as well. That's not good. So that's going to go to Ahab.